Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Resumes aren't dead yet. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago in conjunction with an article on Locker Gnome that I believe was titled in a similar capacity, that resumes aren't dead. And, I lightly brushed over possibilities for you and how you can bulk up that resume and not lie about it, because that's the worst thing you could possibly do, is list some truths that aren't really founded in fact. It's nice to stand out from the rest of the job applicants for one particular job or another, but be honest. And there are things you can do legitimately that can help you and also allow you to build experience. So we've written an article, another one. We've been doing a lot of job seeking help articles on Locker Gnome because I guess a lot of you are looking for work. One of the articles just written, how to bulk up your resume, to fatten it with real stuff, legitimate stuff. The first tip that we've listed is to start a blog about your field of choice. So let's say, I'm just going to pick something out at random. Let's say, again, it's just completely random, you are in the field of cutlery. Start a blog about things that slice and dice, and start publishing your real name out there and your background and your resume right there on your blog. Oh, you're saying to yourself, well, I don't really want to start a blog. Well, fine, do it on Google+. Do it on Tumblr. I mean, that's a blog platform. People are going to discover you. You're going to be collecting or potentially creating or cultivating content. And these things that you're sharing will, if you're doing it the right way, have something to do with the type of job that you want. So if you haven't considered starting a blog, you should. Well, but I'm too busy searching for a job. Well, consider that a part of your process. Take an hour out of your day that you may be busy, looking for a job, to publish a blog in one article a day. And even if it's not a full written, article, full length, even if it was just a tweet of sorts or that long, you're just positing your comments, you're throwing them out there. Even if you're embedding a video, that's all you really need to do. And then when you go into the job interview, you've got your URL. I've got a blog about cutlery here. Again, that's just a random topic. I mean, obviously, there's more in this world than just cutlery. Thank goodness. They'd see it and like, oh, there's a blog about cutlery. Oh, well, this guy or girl is pretty engaged in what we are looking for, so maybe they have what it takes. Another thing, and this is to be done in parallel, I mentioned tweeting, establish a presence in social media. Now, whether this is growing your clout, which I would say is largely pointless, it's kind of clout, K-L-O-U-T, is like all over the map, like the rating and the value of your presence. It's pointless. Don't go by that. But if your tweets or your videos on YouTube or your Facebook updates or your Google Plus updates or wherever, if they're all about your field of choice, then someone, as you place this on your resume, is potentially going to look. Assume that they're going to look at your social media presence anyway. There are companies like that other companies hire to go and spelunk the data that you're already putting out there in social media. So you may think, I'm kind of cute and I'm getting away with nothing, and no one's ever going to look at this tweet, and they might, and that may cost you the job. Even the comments you're leaving for this YouTube video may cost you a job. Believe it or not. You think I'm crazy. I'm not. Another thing you may consider doing, maybe once a month or so, again, if you're looking to build that resume, is volunteer. And there are websites that take volunteers. You don't even have to go out into the real world. Kevin, or KevOC 2008, asked to, he does it anyway, and I'm very grateful. And I think he's actually getting credit for this I don't think it's for a job, but it's specifically coursework. He helps moderate on lockergnome.net. And it's a volunteer position, and he does a very good job at it. And he's wondering if he could use it. I'm like, absolutely. If I would have no problem in recommending you as a valid part of the community and a very valuable part as a volunteer, someone who volunteers their time. And so volunteering is something that you can do. It doesn't cost anything, just like the other things that I've mentioned, that can beef up the resume and make you look like probably, I'm not going to say better than you actually are, but better than you would have been if you did not have those things in place. Think about the kind of job you want and start creating a presence for yourself online that's really like sitting inside that bubble of what it is that you want. We've listed a couple of other tips that can be just as valuable for you. If you were looking to build up that resume, whether that resume is a sheet of paper, or that resume is a LinkedIn, or that resume is just your life, it's kind of a big deal. If you want to get a job. And I realize that many 12-year-olds who still live in their parents' basement, or really 18-year-olds who still live in your parents' but 21-year-olds still living in their parents' basement. It's kind of sad, really. And I know you're out there. You shouldn't be mad at me. You should actually be listening to the suggestions I'm making, so that the time comes around for you to get a job, you're going to remember. And this may actually help you get a job. So the article is over there, lockergnome.com. Thank you for paying attention.